you make them again.
Beatmania has been around for almost 20 years, and there are simulators out there that you could practice at home, or you can go to the arcade and play 2DX. Also, you could play Beatmania 2DX Infinitas on a PC provided by Konami. Of course, you have to pay per month subscription base. Now, is it really worth getting the Yuancon Platinum Edition 2DX controller? Let's take a look into the review of the Yuancon Platinum Edition 2DX controller. The Yuancon 2DX controller is actually a very well built controller. I actually like it a lot. It's very strong and basically pretty well built. I literally love it a lot. And of course, the buttons themselves is actually the default buttons. They are not the soundwall buttons because it's so expensive. You literally have to add $100+ just to buy the soundwall buttons, because by default the controller itself is already $240. So yes, of course, it's a very pricey controller. And of course, the buttons are they're not very loud, because with the default buttons, they are actually the Chinese buttons. Comes with the 100 gram microswitches. I think the springs is about 60 grams, but when I first did the unboxing, I'll put a link down below to my unboxing video. I did say that it's really light, but after a few hours of playing, yes, it is very heavy. What I did, I actually took out the microswitch from the controller, from the button itself, and actually added my own microswitch, which is the Omron to the V1C. It's basically a 20 gram microswitch. It's not very heavy, but it's pretty light. But for the button itself, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not that bad at all. On the Yuancon 2DX controller, there's 3 modes to the controller itself. Now, in order to change the mode, you have to actually plug it out and plug it in order to change the mode. Now, mode 1 is actually the keys are bind to the keyboard itself, which is A, B, C, D, E, F. And the scratch table is actually bind to the mouse. Now, mode 2, the keys and scratch are bind to the controller buttons. Now, the person who actually made the tutorial saying that the scratch is a bit too sensitive. Now, mode 3, the keys are bind to the controller buttons, and the analog scratch are on the controller itself are actually access input. Now, you may see in the intro video itself that I actually added my own RGB strip. Yes, I added my own because I saw the turntable base itself is that it's very clear. I was like, oh, that's a clear base. Why not I add my own RGB strip itself? So like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. So I asked my dad to help me buy RGB strips. So he actually bought a very long one. Actually, I had to cut 3 LED strips away from it because it was really too long. So I put around the ring and basically stick it around the corners and put the controller on one side on the controller itself. So I could just control the RGB strip along the way. Now it looks really cool. I could change on the fly. Of course, I'll have to take out the base and change the RGB itself, which I just stick to one setting and leave it as it is. And no, it's not connected to the PCB itself. It's running externally through another USB cable. So that's a hassle right now. Now, of course, that's where the Arcin Board comes in. I'll talk more about that later. Okay, so why did I buy the Arcin Board? Now, the reason why I bought it is because I thought I'll show you guys a comparison compared to the Yuancon PCB and the Arcin Board. So I was like, why not just do a comparison, right? So of course, I'm a reviewer. I do a lot of reviews on my video itself. So basically, I went out there and buy the Arcin Board. So there we go, the Arcin Board. So now this is the Arcin version 1.1.1, and I thought it was a plug and play, so I was plugging everything in, like pump, plug all 11 buttons, plug it in, and try to plug in the USB cable. Not working. It's like, what is going on? Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'll take it out and try everything. So what happened was, there is one of the buttons, I think it was pretty much wired wrongly. I did not check, it was my fault. And what happened was, I pressed the button, the Arcin Board disconnect and reconnect again, and there was a burning smell. But at first I didn't notice, so I was like, okay, that is something weird, but okay, I'll try again. Press again, turn it off. The Arcin Board disconnects and reconnect again. At this time, with a burning smell, I immediately take out the USB cable and I see a burnt trace right behind the PCB itself. Yes, a burnt freaking trace. So I was like, oh my god. So of course, the trace was already burnt. It's not fixable. Of course, I could fix it myself. I wasted $70 on this. Now, the board is still workable. It's still usable, but of course, the B11, but the B11 header is dead, so it's not usable anymore. But I just don't want to risk my money and burn other stuff. So of course, with this kind of issue, I'm just going to send out a PSA right now, is that if you guys not sure of how to replace a PCB, please do not go and buy this board, because this is a $50 replacement board. Get a friend who knows the ins and outs about this board, and if you have a DAO controller, it's definitely a drop-in. The DAO controllers are definitely a drop-in, but not for the Yuancons, because the Yuancon wiring are actually different compared to the DAO controller. So of course, please do not go ahead and do your own. So if you guys know what you're doing, go ahead and do it. If you're not sure, do not go and buy it. I will contact the seller about it, and I would like to ask him if I could get a trace out, which is ground, which is the header, which is the LED light, and which is the microswitches. Of course, I'll be contacting the seller itself, and I'll check it out with him. So what do I think about the Yuancon IIDX controller? Well, actually it's pretty good. It's pretty, like I say, it's pretty awesome. But the only downfall is just that the turntable is acrylic and I don't really like it at all. But I mean, other than that, it's a really functional controller, very strong. You can legit hear that. Yeah, it's very strong, very good actually. I like the controller itself. The layout itself is also pretty standard, but I just like the feel of it. Yeah, the only thing I would like to see improve is the turntable itself, changed to a bit like, not like EMP matte, but a bit of a cheaper material so that people would enjoy scratching on it. But I don't see the flaw of the turntable. So this is just a review of the Yuancon Platinum Edition 2DX controller. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.